What's up guys, Dave Moss Jr. here, and I have one of the most watched DIY cold plunge videos on YouTube, and it's been really exciting because I made a lot of friends that are in the cold plunge community and are new to cold plunging, literally from around the world. Just talked to a guy today from Puerto Rico. I have friends from all over the US, made friends from Australia, from India, that are taking this DIY setup that I'm in right now and making it a reality in their backyard for under $2,200 all in. Now, yeah, there's cheaper ways to do it, and yeah, you can just jump into ice, you can just jump into a cold pool, you can just take a cold shower. But when you have continuous cold water, and you can just jump in it anytime you want, and it's filtered, and it's clean, and it's cold, it's a game changer. Well, there's a question that I get all the time from people who have never experienced cold plunging, and they're like, why? Why would you want to get into icy, cold, freezing water that makes everything shrivel, everything cold, everything tight and uncomfortable? Can it cause hypothermia? Can it cause you to get sick? I've always heard, don't go outside when it's cold. Don't get in the cold pool, you'll get sick, right? I'm here to tell you that in my experience, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not one of those guys who reviews studies and goes through all the different research papers. I'm just gonna tell you my experience and why I started cold plunging in the first place. 8 or 9 months ago from today, I was experiencing brain fog. To me, that was a big problem because I run 5 companies, have over 400 employees, have 4 children, I lead tables at church, I do a lot, and my time is valuable, and I'm extremely productive most days, but I was foggy. I couldn't remember things clearly. It was a problem. And I was like, this can't be how it's supposed to be. I can't just have a foggy brain and a foggy memory. Like, I'm still young, but this isn't supposed to happen. And it kind of made me go down the rabbit hole of looking at my diet, which led me to biohacking, which led me to cold plunging. And now I have to cold plunge. Like, literally, I'm in the cold plunge right now because I just left a very long, very, not stress-filled, but just I just left a very long day with a lot of work and a very productive day. And now I'm about to go lead a table at our Bible study. And instead of drinking a coffee or going and grabbing a very unhealthy energy drink, I crave the cold. I just jump right into the cold. And I want to give you some reasons that people I've found around the world are cold plunging that you probably never knew. Most people know when you get into cold, it's to reduce and lower inflammation in your muscles, in your joints, in your back, in your hip, and your neck. It's to help with pains. It's to help with joint pain. It's to help with back pain or injuries. It's to help you heal. Well, those are the simple things that everyone knows. What about the things that most people don't talk about and are afraid to talk about? I talked to a guy today who's been cold plunging for 3 days and suffers from PTSD and anxiety and depression. And he said in the 3 days he's been cold plunging, just doing 2 to 3 minute plunges, and he's been watching my guided videos, he feels like his PTSD and anxiety are gone. Like, isn't that incredible? Just from getting into cold water, just from doing something that sucks, putting yourself through a stressful, controlled environment that truly does suck. No one enjoys getting in the cold water, but you enjoy the experience and the benefits afterwards. So I want to tell you, I'm not paid to say this. I'm not a doctor. Obviously, a lot of people have different situations, and you should talk to your doctor if you're one of those people, but for the most of the population, I just want to encourage you to try to find a place you can get into cold water and get into it for 2 minutes. It doesn't have to be 30 degrees. Get in 50 and 60 degree water. But get into cold water for 2 to 3 minutes and tell your friends afterwards how good you feel. Because I don't enjoy this part. Getting in the cold water, I'm not enjoying this. It's right when I get out. The benefits I'm gonna experience when I get out. It's a refreshing, it's almost like hitting the reset button on my day. That's my experience. I don't know how your experience is gonna be, but I can tell you my experience has been great, and there's a reason that I get into my cold plunge every day. The point to this video is this: get yourself into cold water. Start taking cold showers. This whole thing started because I read somewhere that successful people take cold showers in the morning, so I started to try it, and I'm like, there's no way. Like, this sucks. But then I realized that most successful people do the things that suck because of the benefits they receive afterwards. So go out there and do some things that suck, as long as they're legal, as long as there is a benefit at the end, and have yourselves a great day. David Moss Jr., thanks for watching my channel. There's a lot of content about cold plunging and biohacking on my channel. I'd appreciate all the likes, subscribes, and comments because I love engaging with new people. I don't care where you're from around the world. Let me know where you're from because that's the exciting part to me. Have a great day, everybody, and God bless.